What we know about Trump's possible second impeachment, we're going to talk about that. We're going to watch that.
Made a firm final decision whether or not to vote on impeachment of President Trump this week.
I think so. I think that will come probably Tuesday and maybe Wednesday, but it will happen this week.
House Democrats plan to impeach President Donald Trump for a second time for high crimes and misdemeanors. This comes following a riot on the Capitol led by Trump's supporters on January 6th, where at least 5 people died, including a Capitol police officer.
We're going to walk down Pennsylvania Avenue. I love Pennsylvania Avenue. And we're going to the Capitol.
Trump encouraged the mob to march to the Capitol from a rally in front of the White House the same day. Maryland.
This is literally, this part was also unprecedented. Like, an active sitting president, if I'm not mistaken, there might be like some crazy example, but as far as I know, an active sitting president has never organized the rally personally against his own government, right? Like, you've had opposition party members do this, obviously, but there's never been an instance where where an active sitting president has organized a rally. Presidents have actually engaged with rallies. Like, they will address rallies, they will send representatives to rallies acting on their behalf, but they've never organized it themselves and then like participated in it. Do you understand? Like, you'll have like the March for Lives rally, for example, the not March for Our Lives or March for Lives, which is the anti-Planned Parenthood, anti-abortion rally. Like, presidents will sometimes go to that, or will send a representative. But that's, again, different than like literally setting up your own rally and then getting that crowd to go out and storm the Capitol.
Representative Jamie B. Raskin, California's Representative Ted Lieu, Rhode Island's Representative David Cicilline, and more drafted an impeachment resolution for incitement of insurrection. It had at least 195 co-sponsors as of January 10th. Minnesota's Representative Ilhan Omar also drafted articles on January 6th, hours after the Capitol siege. Members of Trump's own party have also spoken out.
You'd vote to impeach.
I think that, you know, well, that's, if I think it's an impeachable offense, that's exactly what I would do, George, but I'm not in there.
I think bitch, why are they asking you for your fucking opinion then? Like, yeah, punish Christie. Bro, that's the craziest shit, is that like, your grandparents, if they get COVID, their situation is horrible, right? They might be relatively healthy, but they're old enough, blah, blah, blah. Meanwhile, Chris Christie is like running around like the fucking hog that he is, and he's totally free. Like, he got like some psycho new age treatment that is not available to your grandparents, and now he's totally fine. And now he's running around again and doing whatever the fuck he wants to. And why did he get COVID? Because he wanted to give debate prep to Donald Trump. Okay, he's not running around, but you know what I mean.
President did commit impeachable offenses. There's little doubt in my mind about that. I don't know as a practical matter that it is actually even possible to do an impeachment in the handful of days that are left.
Alaska's Senator Lisa Murkowski was the first Senate Republican to call for President Trump to resign, but has not weighed in on impeachment just yet. Democrats are planning to move quickly. Trump's last day in office is January 20th. And although House Speaker Nancy Pelosi has called for his resignation, she has not formally called for impeachment.
If the Vice President and Cabinet do not act, the Congress may be prepared to move forward with impeachment.
There are a few details of how it will work. Democrats plan to bring the articles of impeachment to the House floor on January 11th. Those articles, which would likely pass in the House, would then move on to the Senate.
That if it did go over there for 100 days, it could be, let's give President-elect Biden the 100 days he needs to get his agenda off and running. And maybe we'll send the articles sometimes after that.
Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell outlined how a potential Senate trial would work. He noted that the earliest date the Senate would begin acting is January 19th, one day before President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration. Some might ask, why impeach Trump a second time, just as he is set to leave the White House?
We tell voters all the time that your vote is your voice. And I believe we have to practice the same thing. Our vote is our voice. And we want to voice disapproval of the actions taken by this president last Wednesday